everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I am your go-to Road to Kingdom dance analyst, and we are finally here. We are starting Road to Kingdom Ace of Ace with the Ace battles as well as the intro stages. So this is going to be split up into two parts for YouTube, but it's all going to be done in one go on Patreon, and you don't have to wait if you are on Patreon. So I am just so excited to just be able to start in real time. I'm just through the moon on it, and I do intend on looking at the episode as well same day, but it'll get released later on YouTube, hopefully, if the copyright doesn't kill me. So I think without further ado, I think it's time to get started. The new six is going Bikyo and Fuego. Those were the two tracks I wanted them to do. So look at that, getting it out of the way early. I'm ready. This is also 2 minutes. I thought it was a 90-second intro. Baby and team same. Okay. Oh, that's a fun little visual. Ah, I like the aces are tying into their intros. Oh, okay. Nice. Cool. That was cool. I'm digging when aces match. Like, he's in the same freaking outfit going into this. I think that kind of stuff is so cool. It feels connected. I love it because it feels like a team effort. Okay, from the top here. So you have, it's like the new six. They're saying, oh yeah, of course you have the voice. So now we start over on the side. Well, actually, what is it? Okay, so choreographer Team Same. So they're most likely working with Team Same for this. It doesn't surprise me. I know Team Same worked with Kepler, but I will say I hope that they learned. Actually, no, this is more so a note to Mihawk, because I remember when I talked about when Mihawk was on it specifically for the choreo with Kepler for their finals, it was really neglectful to the audience, but more so on camera. So if Mihawk's involved, I hope that we're able to calibrate when it's appropriate and effective to go to camera and when it's appropriate to go to audience. Because if your audience has any scoring influence, you can't neglect them. And that was a huge thing I was talking about in Queendom 2. So with Team Same, it really depends on it. But for this, the camera does matter. And it doesn't even, at the end of the day, like, honestly, how they calibrate the choreo to make it match the kind of space that you're in, you got to have it catered to more of an arena style versus straight forward like a concert, nor it's not exclusive to camera. So it's definitely more of a hybrid stage that we have to keep in mind for this as well. The piano nice is moment was, oh my god, it's not a real sentence. Unhui. I don't think he's still playing the piano now. Or maybe he is. When he multitask, my guy. Because it never felt like he stopped. I like the butterfly illusion, so our lore is going to include a butterfly, which I like. And this doesn't sound at all like Fuego or of Move or Bikyo, which I find to be very impressive. So are we going to be factoring in here how well did we switch up our own tracks? Maybe. Remember, it's completely subjective. So we can't sit here and say, oh, this group should have won because of this. Oh, this group should have won because of this. we don't have a schema of criteria. So how can we sit here and say they should have won? We can only go off of what we personally feel on whatever schema we have set up in our head. So whatever framework we're choosing to go off of. For me, I'm going off of franchise past. I'm going off of what are some things that are like a baseline for me. Composition, how cohesive is it? If you do choose to not change anything, is that going to work for or against you? I say if this is a perfect show to try something new, hybrid it up. But a lot of that is not up to the groups. It is up to the people who are on the composition side. So we have to remember that too. So I would say this is a fantastic remix between these two songs. Now that is fascinating. So he has whatever, and it just went all the way down. That was a really cool effect. And it goes 하나, 둘, 셋. Which is really cool. And then we go and we pull and we have a nice little star. And I like how he has it. It feels very bound, so very nice and clear, and the spacing of the star looks very nice and easy to read, which was what we love to see. So the turn is fun. Da-na-na, da-na-na. It doesn't feel like the same song at all. Like I couldn't even tell you which one of these it is. That's so cool. Then the turn is cool, and then you drop it down. Really cool butterfly visual that gives wings on him, and I like the speed change on that, the reach, bringing it to the front. The strings is really nice too, so having it completely dropped out with the piano and then having the strings have this push-pull really helps justify these hinges and these speed changes that we're seeing. Butterfly in the back, really dope. And it goes forward. I like the accent coming right there. They pull out and they come right back in. They throw it away, that whoom, and then we have this chaotic water in the back. It's cool, and it matches well with Drowning, right? So I'm saying they're doing a good job on connecting dots on this. The reach is cool. I like the knee slides on that. The little punch, do, like on the triple bass on that. We go and create a nice syncopated moment with the arms. We branch away. Of course, having a lot of breath in these choices if you do choose to go butterfly. You don't have to go straight water, but they do have water, so waving is a really good style to do to justify your concept as well as your possible music selection that you have here. You don't want your music to feel very full and like heavy the whole time. If you're, if you have something so dainty like a butterfly, at least recognize that the usage of strings and organic instruments really help with that. And water is like a nature element. It can have a lot of rigidness about it, of course, like water with lightning coming down from the sky. But your movement, like you don't want your music to have so much artificial sound ingrained in it when you have a lot of organic elements in play for your concept. So it's really nice to see. The breakaway, the broken glass was cool. And they go do-do-do-do, so they drop down. Nice little slow speed change is really cool. And they go and they drop down. They roll, they come back up, so they go high, and they go down, and they go and they drop. Now, notice, they're not straight front. They're moving over to the side. So I love that choice too. They go down and they roll right there. Very nice, clean transition. They go, they roll on the bottom, and they step up all on the right foot. They take the arm, they throw it, boom, drop it. Even here, even this kind of vibe, it feels full, way more fuller than what we were hearing before, but it feels like a proper build. Like we're getting to a more climactic place, which is what we love. So you have your knees, they go hit, boom, da-da-doom, and then you have your guys they go into back tucks. Now, what happened with both of them? We only saw one of them do the backflip. I don't know about my other guy. I mean, it is what it is. That's fine. They go back to the inside, so it goes high to low. So I like what's being framed on the inside. So they go click, 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 click. So I like how the step. They're not stepping, oh my god. But they're doing punches that are catering to the hips, and they go and they drop it to the side. That was really cool, where he goes and he presses up, and then he sustains it, and then he drops out of it. The timing on that is way trickier than you think. So that was really well done, and I love how we created the speed change, and then we finished it out. Really cool way to interpret that with the music, and a good way to justify levels. That was fun. And they go up, nice little Superman vibe on that, and he hits it. Here we go. We going high, and we going high. We pick it up, which is cool. Honestly, it feels like a similar breakdown to what we've seen from Bad Villain. Not in content, but at least the sound has some familiarity behind it, at least in composition. And I mean that very complimentary. It's very full out, and you gotta all work together to make it all cohesive, and they're doing a great job of that. They go down to up, which is like da 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 da. It could be the strings too, because Bad Villain had that, and I don't know. Anyway, they go boom, nice little shoot, boom, boom on the basses. And look, now we're utilizing our stage or our spacing, and we're staging over to a different corner. We're not just straight side anymore. So I like that we're actually making contact with all the different groups. That's really nice. Team Same, that's a good choice. Keep with that. If we have our stage still used like this, that's cool. They go whoo, and they take it over. They do a little barrel jump, which is nice. That's the same barrel jump that you saw from Crew 1. So if you that look familiar, that's why. So they drop down. I love the kick on that. So they had to use that arm as just placing their weight on that as an anchor point. So they go and they kick up, they drop down. So they're on their back. Look at the kip up. Some of them were a little bit early. That's whatever. And they go in, and they have nice suspension. And they goes boom, boom, a nice exclamation point, and then they drop down. And then he has this moment. Now this is different. How he has this moment, and then he slowly like falls. That's very different than like the type of finish that's my ace had when he sang. Also, it's different than, you know, whenever you have them just kind of like stand there and wait for people to notice that it's over. This one it had a finish, and then you had an aftermath kind of effect. You want to have something like that, which is really cool. Now, the butterflies low-key turn to lightning. That's dope. That's really cool. And how we finished, we're here for it. Nice. I love the commitment. They're like, thank God we can lay on the floor. So for me, great start to this intro stage. The new 6. We're in the groups now. I'm so glad these fan cams are out so we can just get them looked at and enjoy it. I'm so excited for the logistics of this. I think what we need to look at, everybody, as we're watching these, is the transitions and how it's utilized in the space, not just for camera. Let's go. Part of me feels like he's singing live. It feels that way. I like the intention of what's set up right there. Ah, yeah, that's cool. And they take it away. Oh, he had to hold on to that the whole time, I think is what it looks like, that illusion. Beautiful visual. I think we gotta appreciate it more right there. One is a back handspring, one is a back flip. Okay. Fan cams reveal. Oh, come on now. Cool. That was cool. That was cool. But you can encounter a little bit more of the messiness of some of the choices, like one did a tuck, one did a back handspring, right? So you saw the tuck or the back flip on camera, but the back handspring, you assumed that he also did it, but fan cam shows otherwise. That's whatever. But also some of the things were a little bit like the kip up. It was revealed about the same as what I was expecting from the first shot, which is fine. So nothing as much of a super big surprise. Thank you guys for watching this with me. Some of you guys have made it all the way through from the tip top of the ace analysis all the way through here. If you're on Patreon, more power to you. I'm shocked myself I made it through. But this makes me so excited. I hope you're excited to watch the episode with me. My goal is episode 1 will be released to the public, but all future episodes are going to be exclusive to paid members on Patreon. But I will have a group chat on Patreon. You do not have to be a paid member. It can be a free member to join and be a part of the discussions. I'd love to meet you there. Rep your fandom. I also want to hear more context. What's going on in the neck of the woods of all the fandoms? Is there any beef that's going on? Anything that's starting to stir that I can help kind of alleviate or put fires out on? I hope I was able to kind of cover some things here. But remember, I am team everyone except Mnet for this. I want everybody to grow. I want everybody to experience celebrations. I want everybody to experience, growth and safe hardships. Yeah, like the challenges, I don't want to be left with PTSD like what we've had from other kingdoms. I want to be able to put my best foot forward and help be an advocate for groups. And I hope I was able to be clear or constructive, but still show that I really do care about these groups and that they are people. And at the end of the day, who freaking cares about the rankings? Did they feel good about what they did? And I want them to be able to celebrate that. So I'm excited for the discussions on all of this. You guys know me, I know you. I am Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.